It is Luxury Fred, and I am in a very impressive car today. I am cruising, as I have been for a couple weeks now, in the 2018 Infiniti Q50 Red Sport 400. And the Red Sport series is kind of Infiniti's performance line, similar a little bit to AMG and Mercedes. And this is an epically wonderful car. Again, this is the Q50, which is Infiniti's kind of smaller luxury sedan, as opposed to the, I'm drawing a blank, I think it's the Q70, which I just had a couple of weeks ago. You can see my other review for that here on YouTube. But again, this is the Red Sport 400. The red, as you'll see, refers to the red color everywhere, including the stitching inside and the brake calipers and stuff like that. The Sport is because this is a sport version of the car, and the 400 is because this small luxury sedan has 400 horsepower and it flies. It is incredibly fast because that engine is so powerful for such a small car. So it's the kind of car that you get in and you punch the gas and you go, wow, that is fast. Now I have a companion with me today. My new German Shepherd is in the back there. So I'm not going to drive it too crazy, but I did drive it crazy when the dog wasn't in the car. And here's a video of what this Q50 will do. Okay, pretty cool, huh? So you've got a great, sumptuous, sporty leather interior. Actually, let me give you an interior tour first, and then I'll go on with the review. So we have a very, very nicely crafted interior with these very comfortable leather sports seats with the diamond stitching here. You'll see the entire car has this red trim here, steering wheel, on the doors, all over the place. Excellent fit and finish, as you always have from Infiniti. You know, the one thing I would like to see more of is more leather. So you have leather there, you have some leather, you know, on the doors and obviously the seats. But I always like to see luxury cars filled with leather. Now coming in here at the driver's cockpit here, you have a very nice analog display. You have a very heavy, nicely weighted steering wheel with, again, the paddle shifters back here. Window controls, kind of normal. They give them these little metal trim on there to make them a little more luxurious. So you've got your infotainment and phone controls here, cruise control here, which is very easy to set. You turn it on there, and then this controls the distance, the following distance for the adaptive cruise control, far, medium, or very close. As I was saying before, you have a drive mode selector down here, and that's how you change the drive mode, and you can see all the different drive modes there: personal, sport, sport plus, sport, standard, economy, and then snow mode that gives you more traction. Okay. You have a map and camera control here. You have nice, you know, different views from the different cameras. So your camera's on the side, and then this is kind of a looking, you know, a bird's eye view of the car, and my wheels are turned so you can see it shows kind of the green as the path of where I will go. And then if I turn the wheel, you can see that it goes that way. So that's telling me that I would clear that truck up front because the green is there. Okay, so again, you have the full suite of all the driver aid functions there. Very cool kind of secondary display up here. So you can see that, oops. Anyhow, so this is a display, and this is another display which has your controls, and you can scroll through the different apps that they have, driver assistance, mode selector, compass, clock, things like that. There is a cool driving performance app here, which tells you the degree of steering that you're turned, the direction that you're going, and some other G-force, fuel consumption, fuel flow, other things like that there. I'm sure you can do somewhere there, you can do lap times and stuff like that. You got a little storage space here. You got your cup holders. I always like to see a cover over cup holders. And then you have your thing in here. You have an SD card for the map. You have your other basic controls and a power outlet there. Again, very comfortable leather seats with this diamond cross stitching there. It's got a super Bose stereo called Bose Performance Series. Okay, so let me show you the back seat. So the back seat, unfortunately or fortunately, is taken up today by my very large doggy who rode with me from Palm Springs, and he was a very good navigator for me. But you can see we have the diamond stitching, and the sports seats are continued in the back. We have a big armrest in the middle, and I will show you the trunk. So we have a nice large trunk back here. It's not a power trunk, but something else I liked is if you pull these from the trunk, the rear seats fold down. So the entire rear seat folds down, giving you a nice amount of space there. You can see there's also a center pass-through in case you have skis, but I like the fact most cars don't have the ability to put the seats down from the trunk. So if you pull those, I don't want to bother the doggy, but if you pull those, then the seats will go down. Okay, so that's a look at the trunk, and show you the engine. Okay, and here's a look at the engine. You can see all this dust from being out at Coachella. Okay, here we go. Pull it into Coachella. Okay. We're gonna park far away today, but here we are, made it in the Q50. Again, 3-liter V6 twin turbo, which is very well matched with this car. Okay, so now you've seen the outside of the, I'm sorry, I'm so confused. Now you've seen the inside of the Q50. Now let me do a walk around and show you the outside. So we definitely have some nice aggressive styling, kind of a low front spoiler there, which unfortunately is kind of easily to hit on parking bumps and things like that. Nice big rims with those red Infiniti brake calipers. I'll check to see what size tires they are, but you can see they are fat tires on there. So this has a 3-liter twin turbo V6 engine. But you can see we have very nice styling. You know, looks like an Infiniti, but with some good sport touches to it. And you can tell it's a performance car because you have both front and rear red calipers. In the back, again, you have a sportier bumper and bottom there than you do on the normal Q50. And you have those big twin exhausts as well. Just overall very nice. I mean, it's, you know, It's an Infiniti, and it has that Infiniti and Nissan shape. But very attractive car, and I like the aggressiveness of it, both in looks and in actual performance. It lives up to those looks. So as you can see, we have a real nice sporty car. We've got the carbon fiber trim on the side view mirrors and the spoiler and things like that, and just a really wonderful driving experience. You have that real powerful 400 horsepower engine. It drives the back wheels as it should. This car has every option that you could think of, and it has lane keep assist and adaptive cruise control and automatic braking and rear cross traffic alert, all that stuff. The base price of this car is 50 grand, and with all the options, it is $60,000. So it's not cheap, but $60,000 with every possible option there is. So, geez, I don't know if you can see, but we have the Goodyear blimp over there. We're in Torrance right now, and I think you'll see as I drive by, Torrance is the home of the Goodyear blimp. And can you see the blimp over there? See the blimp? Blimp. Goodyear blimp. It's pretty cool. So as I was saying, you have great driving dynamics. Driven it on curvy mountain roads, on the freeway, everything, and it's real great in every condition. It's an Infiniti, so you know it's pretty bulletproof in terms of reliability and mechanics and things like that. The only drawback that I found, which I have a particular sensitivity for, is it's a little wind noisy on the freeway, especially on the freeway when it's windy. I really like luxury cars to be super quiet, and I've been lucky enough to drive a few Buicks lately, and Buick is doing some amazing things with sound insulation, with acoustically laminated glass, with special insulation around the wheel wells that helps deaden the tire noise, and even with I'm not sure if Buick has it, some of the brands have active noise cancellation where just like noise canceling headphones, through the stereo system it listens to the noise and then it generates a sound that counteracts the noise, again just like noise canceling headphones do. What else? So again, you have a great luxury car. You've got all the convenience of the seats going back and all that kind of stuff, and I really think it's a great car. I'm not sure off the top of my head what it's competing with in terms of offerings from Mercedes or Audi and things like that, but I've driven the A3 and the A4. It's a lot faster than those. It's probably very similar to an S4, I would say, if you were comparing it to an Audi. But really, I drive a lot of different cars, and this car really impressed me with everything that it does and the sheer power, the sheer performance that it offers. So I think that's it. If you want to see the full technical, more detailed review, you can check that out at businesstravelerusa.com. And of course, please, if you like the video, go ahead and click like under the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know what cars you want me to review, or tell me how I don't know what I'm talking about, because a lot of people comment that. And of course, please subscribe to my channel for more great luxury car and luxury travel content. Thank you very much for watching. Oh, I also need to mention I started a specific driving and car Instagram, which is Drive with Fred. As you hopefully already know, I have Luxury Fred, I have Eat with Fred, and now I have Drive with Fred, and that's all just car stuff because I have so much content. So this is a place where I can put all my car pictures and car videos. Again, Drive with Fred. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching.